While societal norms dictate most forms of art, here I am today with 20 vintage photos that show way too much. First is a photo of James Dean and his girlfriend Ursula Andress at a party in Los Angeles in 1955, and thus was the only proof that they were hooking up. Sadly, after 1 month of releasing of this photo, James Dean died in a car crash. Next up, we have Hollywood's it couple in the 70s, Jack Nicholson and Angelica Huston. Literally everyone was captivated by their dramatic, tempestuous relationship lasting 17 years. The third photo shows the Beastie Boys chasing Madonna around the stage with squirt guns in 1985. Just a year before releasing their super hit debut album, the hip-hop trio was chosen to open for Madonna's Virgin Tour, and this is when the picture was clicked. The crowd's reaction to their opening act was really negative, but of course, the Beastie Boys found their audience soon after. This photo captures Philippe Petit walking a tightrope between the Twin Towers in 1974. Petit was only 24 years old when he was walking on a tightrope shackle between the Twin Towers, suspended 1,300 feet in the air. Number 5 depicts Arnold Schwarzenegger standing in the middle of Wilt Chamberlain and Andre the Giant in 1984. This photo, clicked during the shoot of Conan the Destroyer, appears to be an optical illusion, because in comparison to these two hulking men, even Arnold's large stature seems to have shrunk in size. Next is a picture of flight attendants posing on an empty airplane in the 1960s, dubbed the Golden Age of air travel. This picture shows Elvis Presley starting his 1956 Harley-Davidson KHK. FYI, the king of rock and roll was quite a big fan of Harley. Number 8 is a picture of Debbie Harry in Tokyo, 1978. In the mid-1970s in New York, the rock group Blondie was a pioneer in the American new wave genre, and because of her sensuous and trendy style, the lead singer Debbie became not just a pop icon, but a sex symbol as well. Up next is a picture from 1972 of Alfred Hitchcock's wife Alma Reville, posing with a wax cast of her husband's head in the refrigerator. This just proves how brilliantly matched the couple's macabre sense of humor was. Do I even need to say more? The next photo shows Miss Nevada 1958, Dawn Wells with Mr. Blackwell at the 1960 Miss American pageant. Although she didn't win the title, it was just 4 years before Wells began her 98-episode stint on the beloved show Gilligan's Island. This picture shows Sophie Loren's summer outfit at age 18. While competing for the Miss Italia crown at 15, Loren became the talk of the European pageant circuit despite not winning. She went on to sign a 5-film contract with Paramount after starring in the Italian film Aida at 19. Mick Jagger looks like a naughty little boy put in timeout in this photo. Based on the hairdo, our best guess is that the photo was taken in 1967, just around the time Mick was detained on a narcotics allegation. And number 13 is a face that needs no introduction, presenting Nicole Kidman and her very 1980s curls. This picture, featuring Jerry Lewis, Adam West, Richard Shawn, Connie Stevens, Cesar Romero, and Jane Wald on the set of Batman, is from behind the scenes of the episode The Bookworm Turns in 1966's Batman series starring Adam West. Number 15 shows some anti-hippie protesters from the 1960s. These anti-hippie protesters arose as a response to the eccentric lifestyle and their pro-peace ideology when the anti-war protests began to spread during the Vietnam conflict. Speaking of the hippie movement, this picture is straight from 1967 when George Harrison and Patty Boyd were visiting the neighborhood of Haight-Ashbury in San Francisco for the Summer of Love. Picture 17 captures the crowd chilling at Woodstock 1969. The highlight of the 3-day music festival was the erratically timed yet amazing performances by Richie Havens, Quill, Santana, and Jimi Hendrix. Number 18 shows Madonna relaxing in an NYC apartment in 1983. It was clicked by Richard Corman in her Lower East Side apartment back when she was still struggling to make a name for herself despite giving a couple of dance hits. This picture from 1969 shows Arnold Schwarzenegger walking around Munich to promote his new gym. You tell me, is there a better way to publicize how good your gym is than to show off your body parading around town in a pair of briefs? And lastly, this is a snapshot from the film Where the Buffalo Roam with Bill Murray as Hunter S. Thompson. That's all for this video.